Well, hello, Miss Diamond. Happy
Hello,
New Year.
Carmen. How are you?
I am awesome. You look beautiful as always.
Thank
Happy
you.
2021.
Same to you, my sister. Yes, a
Well,
new beginning,
hello,
a new
Miss
chapter.
Diamond. Yeah.
Happy New
So,
Year. How are
so I'm
you?
excited
I
because
am
this is our
awesome. You
very
look beautiful
first
as always.
live
Happy 2021.
talk
Right?
about
Same to you, my
elevating
sister. Yes, a new
greatness. This is our
beginning.
tea and talk with the sisters. And then for those of you who don't know us, we are the sisters, Miss Diamond, and I'm Carman. And we are excited about being here with you today. We're starting off our new year with greatness. We
With
don't know about what
greatness.
you're doing, but we starting it off with greatness because we have an
That's right.
agenda and we have some things that we need to do and some people
That's
that
right. That's right.
infect in a good way,
In
right?
a great way. We elevating our greatness.
Absolutely. And so this is our tea and talk. So we'll toast Miss Paula Diamond
Yes, our
to the
toast
new year with our tea
2021. That's it.
2021. And what kind of tea are you drinking, by the way?
I'm actually having dandelion. Yes, it
Yeah,
is
see?
so delicious with a little bit of agave in it.
Okay, well, I am drinking some green tea with
Oh,
some pomegranate, and I don't have anything else in it because I think that's all I need for this
ah,
moment. But
high in antioxidant do you have there?
yes, you gotta keep your immune system strong. We still
Isn't it
fighting this good
true?
fight, of
Yes,
COVID-19. And for everybody who's dealing with this or have dealt with this,
I know.
we just continue to ask for, prayers and healing for you and your family,
Oh,
and a quick recovery.
and your family as well. Yes, and all
Yeah,
the families of those that are out there watching us.
absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, these
So
are
what are
tough
we gonna talk
times.
about
However,
today?
the
Yeah. So
I
what are
was
we gonna talk about today, Miss Paula? Miss
oh well,
Diamond?
I was just saying these are tough times, so we all have to keep each other in prayer and keep us all
Yes.
uplifted. What we gonna talk about? Our favorite subject.
Yes.
What is it? Wealth and wellness.
Yes, wealth and wellness. What about that? So every year, every January 1st comes and goes, and people have resolutions and epiphanies and,
Yes, yes.
all these
Yeah,
different things, right? And
yes.
so our being is, what we do best. And that's, you're doing the health and I'm doing the wealth. And
That's
so
right.
here we have a great marriage together because we can talk about both of those things. So, for our people who are just joining and getting to know us, we're going to talk about topics that are near and dear to all of us. And the one thing
Very
that I know
important.
for sure, is that people always say, I want to, have a better, healthy lifestyle, you know, and I want to get my finances together.
I want
Those
to
are,
be healthy. I want to feel good. I want to look good. I want to
yeah,
be energized.
those are the two top things on the list for New Year's resolutions,
That's right.
and
That's right.
so we just figured we would talk about it. Since you
That's
guys want
right.
to know, we said we're going to talk about it.
That's right. Because we feel like as we learn, knowledge is power. So we share the knowledge. And I know a lot
Absolutely.
of you out there could use this knowledge because we definitely could use it when we received it.
Yes. I believe in that. And so, when we are what we consume and we
Right.
are, and when you have your health, you would do anything or pay any amount to make it better, right?
Right. That's
And
right.
so Paula, so Miss Diamond, I always call you by your name, but your real name on this show anyway is Miss Diamond.
Right.
So why don't you tell us about what you are doing for, health and wellness, and share your business and your platform.
Well, now, thank you, Carmen.
Yeah.
So, what I do first and foremost is I am a life health wellness coach. for women over 50, but believe me, it could be for any age, because whatever age you are, you will eventually get to 50, and 50 will eventually move forward to other ages. Just don't want to name them yet.
That's the
Just don't
truth.
want to number
That
them.
is the truth. That is true. And they do say that 50 is the new 30,
Yes.
but once you hit 50, I don't know if you always feel 30, but at least, you can look like you are. Right. And
Right.
so,
And that's the thing. The reason why they saying, or I believe they're saying 50s is the new 30s, because if you take care of yourself, eat right, exercise, stay physical, and watch your intake of food and how much you take and so on and so forth. Believe it or not, yeah, you can feel 30. You really can. You can
so
feel.
you can feel 30. And so tell me and tell our audience what it is that you do, and what's the name of your business and your platform, so that they know exactly how to get in contact with you. So we're going to tea and talk about it anyway.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, like I was saying earlier, I am a certified health wellness coach, life health wellness coach, and I just help women do what I implement, what I live, which is fitness, the way that I eat, uh, uh, the food that I incorporate, and how I stay healthy, because health is wealth, and that's my motto. That is my motto. Without good health, you can have all the money in the world, but it
It cannot buy
unfortunately
you back your health.
good, right? It's not. So my whole thing is to elevate your lifestyle into a healthy lifestyle. And like I said, I live that, being over 50.
Yes, and you don't look a day over 30.
I would. But I really care about what I eat, how I eat, and to stay active. And for women that are 50 and over, we need to stay active. We need to be healthy. This is a new time. I must say, it's not like back in the day. We actually have control over what we do. And as long as we take care of ourselves through fitness, through health, through the way we eat and staying active, energized, and you can actually take a good 10, 20 years off yourself.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, not only being, healthy, wealthy, and wise, but,
Right.
An extra 20 years off is not even going to make me upset. Okay.
And that's the truth. Isn't that the truth?
Because
Yes,
like I tell my people, I'm forever 27 anyway.
That's for sure. I'm forever 25.
Forever 27. So, I always tell people that. So I mean,
yes. So tell me, Carmen, what
you don't gotta like it, but that's my truth right there.
I know that's right. Manifested for reality to our destiny. We carrying it all.
That's right.
So tell me, Carmen, tell us about what you do.
Well, I launched my company called Legacy INT 20. And, that is a financial education company. We believe in financial literacy, primarily for really the youth, and obviously we help out grown people as well. But we wanted to have a platform and a niche market, so to speak, for the young people, because how many times have we heard in our lifetime that we were never taught how to properly, understand financial education, right?
Right.
And, when I think about all of the school that I went to, and I think about all of the education, higher education that I acquired, and nobody talked to me about finances.
I know, isn't that something?
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
And so now wonder, we're kind of always on the back end trying to figure it out. We're backpedaling. We're, doggy pedaling through this financial
the
roller coaster.
financial.
So we just believe that that it is possible to really educate our younger people, as early as 12, about financial literacy. And that is really, our goal, because again, if we have younger people who understand, how and what finances really mean and how it affects them in the future. Like, I remember my dad used to give my sister and I $20 a week for allowance. And I think about all the money that we had when we were younger. If somebody would have just told me to save it and invest it, I would have been a lot better off, And so I just think that it's so important, for, adults, to be able to educate and teach their young people, because part of the reason why, Paula, you and I didn't know anything about it, because our parents didn't know.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. The reason why we didn't know is because of the lack of the knowledge that they had.
Yeah. And so I do think that in that aspect, not intentionally, but, they just didn't know what they didn't know. And so if we can kind of bridge that gap, for, literacy, not only for the young youth, but for their parents also, to be able to have a better understanding on just the basic things. Because, when you really break it down, a lot of the information is really basic, and they really could have taught us this in school, but they just didn't.
No,
they didn't. And so now we have to be, advocates, and we kind of have to help the young people along, because it's a whole different world, and they're going to be dealing with different challenges financially than we had. And so we just want to be able to help elevate them, so that they can perpetuate their greatness too. And so we have what we call the Legacy Project. That's what it's called. And we're going to be focusing on the youth from 12 to 17, and then the young adults from 18 to 24. So
that is awesome. How wonderful to put health and wealth together. Those are the two denominators that really you need in life to elevate your greatness, really, to survive, to carry through. So that there, if you can just grasp the knowledge of those two things, everything else will fall in place.
Absolutely. And your health will become your wealth.
That's right.
You will be and feel so much better, because when we know better, we do better. So, I'm just excited about this new platform that you and I both have, to be able to just help people along, in their journey. And I'm just looking forward to our elevating of greatness for not only ourselves, because we're going to learn, from each other, as well as we're going to be able to help, educate other people.
That's right.
And so I'm just excited that we're doing this together,
and
that you're my sister.
You're my sister. And that is what it's all about: helping others, helping ourselves, and helping others share the knowledge.
Absolutely. Yes. And so I'm excited. So look for us next time on our, elevating our greatness, our tea and talk with Miss Diamond and Carman, your sisters.
Yes.
Your sisters. Right?
And I don't think I even said, because I'm just so excited with our new launch of our Elevate Your Greatness Tea and Talk with the Sisters, Diamond and Carman, that I didn't even go off into my website per se, which is Greater Living After 50.
Yes.
So, and that's it. That's fine. I'm just so thrilled and so glad that we finally bringing this out, because it is so needed for just all over the world.
For everything. And I think if people don't know how to get in contact with us, then they're definitely not going to know how to have greater living after 50. Or get their finances lifted up financially from Legacy INT 20. So again, like Paula mentioned, Miss Diamond mentioned, Greater Living After 50.com, right? 50. 50. Right. And then you can definitely find me at Legacy INT 20 20, because that's the vision, right?
Right.
.com. And, we are just looking to be able to offer, whatever support and information that you need on a one-on-one. Sometimes you just need to talk some things out and get the information that you need to be able to take you to that next level. Sometimes we don't even know what we're looking for. We just know we just need, just a little bit of information.
Yes. We need that change. And what better time than to start now? It's 2021.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
2020 has taken everything that it can from us, right?
So we're done.
We're done with that. So, this is our opportunity to reboot, to recognize the things that we need to still work on. And I do think that has been really humbling for probably a lot of us. Like we probably didn't even realize, Miss Diamond, that, we were silently suffering, in so many areas of our lives. And so I'm glad that we're out of the 2020s. We're on to 2021. And so, do things differently.
Oh yeah, it has to be. We can't bring in the old habits into 2021. It's a new time. It's a new day. We're not used to the times that we're getting ready to approach now. So we need to change with the times. And that means not going back. Change your trajectory. It means not going back or doing any of them old habits. We can't do it.
And that's what comes with elevation, right? I mean, once you know a thing, you have to elevate yourself to the next level.
That's right.
And a lot of times what happens is we kind of get stuck. And that's why, Miss Diamond and I are here, because, it's important that you don't allow yourself to get stuck in a situation. Like whatever was bothering you in 2020, let's fix it in 2021. So if it was your health, if you were unhealthy, and I was in that position too, Miss Diamond helped me, because here's the thing, I, was in a state of a lot of loss. So there comes depression and stress and overeating, emotional eating, all of these things, right? And it was important, that I have to refocus, right? Because it's very easy to get off track. It's very easy to get off track, health-wise and financially,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I say for 2021, let one word be implanted into your brain, and that's focus.
Focus. Yes. Focus.
That's the
and I think
word, focus, for 2021.
And I mean, Miss Diamond, what do you think about when we talk about focusing? Like, I think that it's so easy for people to get off track. Like, we are so distracted by so many things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about focus, what does that mean for you?
When I think about focus, is when I say I'm gonna do something, even if it means writing it down, even if it means you got to constantly drill yourself. You really do, because it is very easy to get distracted, and it's very easy to fall back into your old habits and just say, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, or, oh, I don't have to do it right now. No, stop. If you hear those thoughts saying, oh, I don't have to do it right now, or I'll do that later, stop right there. Stop and say, focus. Just tell yourself, just talk to yourself. Focus. I have this picture right above my piano where I practice. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I practice the piano, it is one true thing that makes me have to focus, because I'll be so quick to just want to play a little bit, learn a song just a little bit, and I want to stop.
Right.
And so here is this eye on this picture that's right above the piano. And I look at the eye, and the eye is like, focus.
Wow. I need that.
Okay.
I need that.
Yes. Just gives me like an eye. It's like that, focus. So I tell myself, okay, focus. So I make myself go over it, because a lot of times when you stay focused on something, you have to keep doing it over and over and over again until you get it right. And that's the part that requires commitment and focus, because it's easy to fall off because repetition, you kind of feel like you get tired of doing that repeatedly, but you have to.
Have to.
Focus.
Right. Because repetition is good. Like, my pastor would always say to us, repetition is good because it's safe. Right. And if you kind of keep repeating over and over the things that you're supposed to be doing, there's nothing wrong with repeating it over and over again. It's going to take you to that next level. Exactly. And I think a lot of time what happens is we forget where we were at, because we're so distracted by so many things, because we're not focused. And procrastination is our biggest enemy. I was telling some of my business partners that today. I was like, procrastination is the killer of all things productive, right? Yes. Because it just takes you to a whole different space that, like you said, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'm not going to do it until the next day. You're not even promised to be here tomorrow.
No, that's so true.
You
don't
can't
put off anything. What's that saying? Don't put off anything for tomorrow that you could do today.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so that's the thought process that we have to have in any area of our life, health, wealth, spiritual, anything.
Yes,
right.
Mentally,
and so having balance is important.
That's
and
right.
We don't have enough of it. And I think that's why we get so easily distracted. Like, as soon as we're gone. Right.
Because a lot of times we're used to being all over the place. And now we're living in a times where multitasking and all this and that. And everybody just doing so much at one time, where it's a distraction. When you actually doing too many things at one time, it's actually a distraction. You're not able to focus on one thing. And in order to create good habits to replace bad habits, we got to slow it down. We got to slow it down and learn to focus on one thing at a time until that gets better, till the good has replaced the bad, where it comes naturally. Then we can move on to something else.
Yeah. And you brought up a good point about just, writing things down. I know that for me, in my goal in 2021 is to, Carmen, write stuff down, because your memory, even though you're drinking this green tea,
it's that dandelion tea, but
even though you're drinking this tea, your memory is not what it used to be, because you have so many other things going on. So my plan for myself, me, myself, and myself, right, as my friend and I used to always joke about, is to actually write things down and put them on paper. We have all these goals and aspirations. And I really just think that mentally, that's why we don't accomplish, our financial health and our physical health. Right?
A lot of our goals. Right.
We're so busy running around in our mind, being busy doing nothing.
That's right.
That we get exhausted by the end of January. Right. And we just like, okay, I tried it. I'm tired already. Right. I give up. I'll wait till next year.
It's so true. And it's so funny you say that, Carmen, because today I was reading something from a book called Key. What is this book called? Golden Key.
Okay.
Golden
and
Key.
Who is the author of that?
Golden Key by Emmett Fox. And this is actually a really good book to help you along the way as far as changing a lot of your habits. And what I read this morning was jot it down, write it down. And then it actually said, I dare you to take a piece of a little notepad with a pencil or pen, because that's where we're at right now. We need to write everything down, because when it gets in our brain, it's not likely to stay there.
I love the thing. He said, I dare you. And you know how when we were little, we used to say, I double dog dare you. Right. So we double dog dare you in 2021.
That's right.
To write your goals down.
That's right.
So that and yes, I am pointing at you.
That's right.
I double dog dare you to write your goals down and see what happens.
That's right.
Keep a journal or something, because it's going to help you elevate to another level that you probably don't even think about. We all have goals.
That's right.
we spend a lot of time thinking about them, but
More
until
so
it's
than
written
writing
down,
down. That's right. That's right.
it's
And so
it's
I
it's for
and
now.
so I agree, Carmen. That is the beginning of elevating your health and wealth. It's the beginning of your wealth, your health,
Right.
either form. It's the beginning.
Right.
And so
And if
I
you
just
don't like writing stuff down like me, like I'm sorry, my handwriting is horrible, right? Horrible. So if you're not a person who likes writing stuff down, we have all these apps, like
yeah.
iPads and
Mm-hmm.
trinkets and
Audio,
phones
right?
and
Just talking
all
in there.
these things,
Yeah,
right? That you can
right.
create a memo for yourself by yourself and, write or type that stuff down.
Yeah,
We text everything else.
yeah, that's
Text
right.
yourself a note to write it down.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And another thing, you know what else I find is have a notebook and a piece of and a pen by your bed. Because you know what I find
Yes.
sometimes? Sometimes I don't know about you, but I'll wake up and something to be on my mind, and I'll get up and write it down.
And the lazy person in us say, I'm gonna remember in the morning what I was thinking. And that never happens
It
because
never
I've been that person and it never
never happens.
ever happens.
And
Like
let
I'll
that
wake up
be an
and I'm like,
example. Let that be an example for most of it, even if we were up and about.
right, right. So if you're up and about and you don't write it down, that you are not gonna write it down when you are asleep.
That's so
It's
real.
not gonna happen.
Real talk. Real talk.
It's not gonna happen. You
That's
forget
right.
it, right?
That's it.
Because that's just where our minds are so fogged up. I mean, really, it is just a lot going on in there. So, that's all I really want to press upon you. That's my goal for myself for 2021 is, to focus on, not only my health, my wealth, my spiritual, and then just write stuff down because that's half the battle, right? Right, Miss Diamond?
That's right.
That's half the battle.
Right. And focus. And to do that,
Focus.
write it down. Yeah.
Yes.
Just write it
leave
down.
all that other stuff alone.
Yes, I think that's great to leave it with. What do we say? Write it down. Write it down. Any health, wealth goals you may have, write it down.
Yes.
Focus.
Yep. And do some affirmations. That's another thing.
Perfect. All on the wall. If you can't see my wall, but trust me, they all over.
Yeah. Affirmations are great. I've kind of always been a positive person, but I think this whole 2020 kind of knocked a little, people off of their mark, when it comes to just positively giving themselves some great feedback. Tell yourself, if we talk to ourselves the way that we talk to if we talk to ourselves in our head the way that we talk to ourselves, we would be at the monkey bars fighting or something, because we don't always talk to ourselves in a positive way. And so write down some affirmations, how wonderful you are, how beautiful you are, how great you're going to make this new year, whatever it is that pertains to you. Right. So I think that, with all of those things in place, that you're going to have a successful, bright 2021. It's not going to look like what we've been through.
Oh no, because it's time to change. When you have a negative thought, because negativity seems to override positive thoughts. Yes. When you have negative thoughts, don't be shy to tell the thoughts, excuse me, I'm not dealing with you today. Okay? And replace it with something positive. If a negative thought tells you, oh, you can't do that, or I can't do that, spit it out. Spit it out and replace it with, I'm going to figure out how to do this. I'm going to try and do this. I know I can do this. I'm going to make an attempt to do this. Replace all negative thoughts, no matter how many times they come in your head throughout the day. That is just the beginning of creating more positive thoughts and replacing those negative thoughts.
Absolutely. And I just think that we don't read enough.
Yeah.
I know the other thing that I said I was gonna get through this 1 year Bible this year because again I get distracted, right?
Mhm.
But Paula brought up a really good point. Read your literature,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Read positive things.
You
Quit
must.
watching all those scary movies and
Yeah.
murder mysteries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And replace it with, even if you do it 1 or 2 or 3 times a day.
Yes. Yes.
If
It's
you first of all, if you're watching too much TV, you're not really working on your goals and dreams anyway. Because TV
not focusing.
is not
Not if
focusing.
you have a dream and you have a goal, because if you have a dream and you have a goal in life, you're not going to be sitting and just watching television all day, because no dream and no goal you will never get there sitting down watching somebody else make money on TV.
Okay, because they're making a lot of money, but you're not
Right.
watching them.
That's right. So I guess that should call it a night for us. I'm just stay tuned, everybody. This is only the beginning.
I know. I'm excited. So, you're
Yes.
going to just see Miss Diamond and I back here again, with Elevating Your Greatness, our tea and talk with the
Yes.
sisters.
The
I'm
sisters.
Carmen.
That's right, Carmen. We
Diamond.
love you guys. We love you. Until next time.
We'll tea and talk later.
Peace.